Hi, my name is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside full video tour of this certified 2013 Toyota Prius plug-in with only 16,000 original miles, no accidents, no paint work. This is as close to brand new as you can get. It only has 16,000 original miles. It was owned in a wealthy area. It's probably just a second car when they needed to go in the carpool lane, and it's really clean and shiny, so it looks like they kept it in the garage. And this is about as nice as you're going to find. So I'm going to show you a few things about this and explain more about the car in this video. This is a video tour starting with the little green stickers. First, this car is the Blizzard Pearl White. It's the glossy pearly white color. There's no damage on this car. You have the green access, diamond lane access, okay, California Clean Air Vehicle stickers. And so the original owner or the original selling dealer obtained the stickers for this car. And what those stickers mean is that any driver of this car is allowed to go in the carpool lane alone. You don't need, when the sign says 2 or more people per vehicle required, that doesn't apply to the people driving in this car. You only need one person in the car, so you can use those empty lanes and fill them up and make a lot better time and better use of the freeways, on-ramps, and bridges. And even in the toll roads, you can use the diamond lane features of the toll roads. Although in toll roads you need to have a transponder. So I have my music blasting in there. I'm going to turn that down. That's part of what I'm going to talk to you is all the systems and technology of this car. So this car is connected wirelessly via Bluetooth to my phone. I actually also have a wire connected to it. And I'm going to talk about all those features. And then I'm going to go back out and I'm going to talk about the dual fuel capability. But in the beginning of this video, I'm going to point out you never have to charge this vehicle by plugging it in. You want to, but you don't have to. You do have to put gas in it. As long as you're putting gas in the car, you're good. So this car only has 16,000 miles. That's your odometer reading right there. 16,507 original miles. This was a 36-month lease car, so under the lease they had to keep the mileage low. They could have put more miles in that, but they didn't. So it tells me it was either someone's, who didn't commute very far. We do have the books and manuals for this car. They are present. I just spilled them all over the floor here. But it does have the books and manuals. I'll get them squared away there. And it was owned in Kearney Mesa. That's a fairly wealthy area. That's northern San Diego. So it's a nice area, the Carlsbad area, where average income is well over $100,000. So this was owned in a nice area. They took really good care of it. It's barely used. There's no greasy fingerprints or anything. It looks like as close to about as brand new as any of the cars I've seen for a while. So let's talk about the technology features of this car. I have my phone plugged into the car right now, but that's not to stream the music. That is for, which it will do. So it says iPad, but it will also stream via Bluetooth. But what I want to show is the traffic information, because I can connect via internet data. I can stream my traffic information from the phone to the car. So let's take a look at the freeways right there. See, you got a lot of yellow and red on the freeways. It's pretty early to have that much traffic, but the freeways are not looking too good. You see, it's all red and yellow. So if you need to take a trip, you just plug in your phone, you run the Toyota Entune app, which is free, and then you got live traffic from your internet data plan transmitted right into the radio. So you can say, hey, maybe I'll just take surface streets, or maybe I'll go tomorrow. You can take a look at the traffic and see how it's looking. As you see, of course, it is navigation. It supports voice commanded navigation. So you have a little buttons on the steering wheel. This is answer the phone, hang up the phone, voice command. If you need to make a phone call or you want to access your call history and stuff on your phone, you can press answer the phone. And then on the navigation screen, it pulls up your call history. I need to give Frank a call, paintless dent removal guy. I'll give him a call. I always run paintless dent removal on my cars to make sure my cars don't have little annoying dents. So I'm gonna give him a call, and but I've got all calls, missed calls, received calls, dialed calls, all the things that you would normally just flip through your phone and access to call somebody back. But you can't do that anymore because it's illegal to hold your phone for any purpose starting January 1, 2017. You don't have to hold your phone. You got it all right here, so nothing to worry about there. You're up and ahead of the trend. So let's do a voice commanded navigation thing here. So I'm going to press this button. Destination California. And then the radio is going to think for a minute. And then once
California. Say house number, street, and city.
I'm going to cancel that. But for example, you could say
cancel.
You could say 123 Main, Los Angeles, and then the navigation will calculate the route to that address. Or if you know your address, you just tell it 123 Main, Los Angeles, or whatever your address is, and it will navigate to that location as soon as you confirm it. It works really well. Even with an accent, it understands the voice commands. It works really well. That's a very nice feature. So I've shown you, you have Bluetooth phone, hands-free with touchscreen. Voice commanded navigation, that's also with touchscreen. You can also punch in your destinations. You have Bluetooth music, and I'm going to talk more about that. That's a really nice feature. So I have music playing on my phone. Now I'm playing it because I'm connected, but if I unconnect my cable, now my phone's not plugged into the phone, but it's still connected wirelessly via Bluetooth. So if I toggle FM Bluetooth, now I'm connecting back to my cell phone, and then I can blast my music from my phone.
And I'll write your name.
So now I'm playing music wirelessly. That's nice. You can just leave the phone in your purse or your pocket. You get in and your music connects and plays automatically. And then you can fast forward to the next song using the steering wheel controls. This will spoil you. If you don't have that on the car you're driving now, you're just not enjoying life. It's a really good feature. You need to buy this car and end your misery and get the Bluetooth. It's very important to have Bluetooth with a touchscreen. Don't even look at cars that don't have the touchscreen. It's very important. This has a touchscreen. Again, 16,000 miles only on this car. I'm going to toggle through my menus and looking for something here. Okay. I'm going to show you the fuel economy ratings. I haven't reset it since I've had this car, but so it's still showing the previous owner's fuel economy average. So let's take a look. So trip A, right there, trip A over 323.3 miles driven, the fuel consumption average is 89 miles per gallon with an average speed of 15 miles per hour. So this car, during the last 300 miles plus, which is recorded on trip A, has been getting 90 miles per gallon. 89, I'll round it to 90. We'll call it 90 miles per gallon because it's a dual fuel vehicle. But think about that for a minute. 90 miles per gallon. That means you're going 900 miles on 10 gallons of gas. How much do you drive? You don't need to go to the gas station so often. You just, when you go, and I'm going to now talk about the fuel economy and the dual fuel. And as I said, you never have to plug the car in. You don't have to. You put gas in the car, you do have to put gas in the car. You cannot drive without gas. Gas is a must do. So the gas, you got a little fuel port right here on the dash. You open it up. You got the gas cap in there, and then you put gas. Regular 85 octane is fine, but when you go home at night, or if you get to work, if you have the option at work, you plug your car in. Now, if you can only do it when you get home at night, you go home, you plug in your car, and you let it charge. Now, Prius plug-in is pretty nice because it only takes 3 hours to charge on a regular household outlet. So it takes 3 hours to charge the battery, and the next morning you'll be able to drive your first 10 to 15 miles on electric only. So if you think about that, that's 10 to 15 miles a day of a pure electric driving times 365 days in a year. You can roughly estimate, we'll round it off to about 4,000 miles a year of pure electric driving without using any gas. And you balance that off with the gas that you do buy. This car's been, like I said, getting 90 miles per gallon. Now, if you never charge the car, it's a regular Prius at heart, so it's going to average about 50 miles per gallon, maybe 51. So if you never charge it, you don't have a charger, you don't want to charge it, you're only going to get about 51 miles per gallon, just like a regular Prius. But you're still going to have those carpool stickers, so you can drive in the carpool lane, which that alone is a very nice feature. And I said this is a certified car. So what does that mean? Well, I'm not a Toyota franchise dealer, so I cannot officially tell you that it's a Toyota certified, but I can tell you if you took it to Toyota dealer and you had it inspected, it would pass the certified guidelines for everything except being owned by a Toyota dealership. And Toyota Prius have a lots and lots of warranty. And a lot of people think, well, after 36,000 miles, there's no more warranty. Well, that's not true. And I'm going to see if I can dig for the warranty book. There's a couple warranty books. And I got to dig for it. Warranty and maintenance guide. In the warranty and maintenance guide, in the little chart, shows you right here. Let me close the door so we don't get as much noise. So 3-year 36,000 mile basic warranty, yes, but your hybrid system warranty is 8 years or 100,000 miles. Powertrain is 560, as restraint system is 560. Corrosion is unlimited mileage. But when you get into the California section, you have 10 years or 150,000 miles on the hybrid battery pack, and 15 years or 150,000 miles on the emissions, performance, or defect coverage. So all those warranties are valid. And this car sold new in California, so it's got the full warranty since new, unquestioned. And we're going to talk about certified now. This car has no paintwork. All of these body panels are the way this car is, the way it was when it came out of the factory. It has the original tires, it has original wheels, original paint. It hasn't been crashed. There's no giant gouges or scratches, and it's very common to have gouges and scratches on these Prius, especially on this area, but this has not been gouged or scratched. This is original. That's really hard to do. That means the owner was very careful. Plus, it only had 16,000 miles. Down here, there's no gouges underneath. This is about as nice as they get. There's no odors inside. It's got all that warranty. I'm going to try to keep the video short. It's very clean inside. It looks unused. It looks almost brand new unused. There's not big stains or holes or anything in wear on the carpet. There's no nicks on the mirrors. This, I would say, is the nicest one that I've had in the last 6 months. It's also one of the more expensive that I bought. But, you know, lower mileage, it costs a little bit more. So if you like low mileage, you better act quick, because when I get these low milers in, they don't stick around long. People scoop them up. So my name is Mike Johnson. Give me a call, 951-681-2101. Thank you.